A little warm-up drill, you just use one ball, but a little warm-up drill you can do to get your fingers going, get those wrists going, your forearms fired up. It's just 50 catches on each side of the ball. And what you're trying to do is catch the ball in the middle, not up the top, because that's where it's easy. You've got to really dig your fingers into the ball. And if you don't get 50, you start again. So say I've done 30, I drop the ball, I start again, and off I go. If you don't want to go to 50, if 50 is a bit difficult, if you've got smaller hands or you're a smaller kid, you can just go to 20, and you can do 20 of them. Once you get 20 on that side, you go to your other side. And you want that separation between the ball and your hand. So you're really working your fingers, you're really working your forearms to drop the ball there. Working your fingers, working your forearms, getting them firing before you're off and passing. And that really helps with both the spiral pass, but also that pass straight across your body when you're in that short. So my first one, if you're learning to pass or if you're kind of starting out as a smaller kid, you don't have that kind of wrist strength, that finger strength built up yet, but you want to learn to pass, is just doing a little one to yourself. So hand at the back of the ball. If you're passing, say we're passing from right to left, so I'm passing that way. My right hand is at the bottom of the ball, my left hand is at the top of the ball, and I'm not squashing the ball. I don't have my palms squashed onto the ball. I'm on my fingers. My fingers are doing all the work. So I'm just passing to myself straight up and down. And your bottom hand is that turner. Your bottom hand is generating the power for the ball. Your top hand with your fingers is just guiding it. So that's with whether you're passing, for me, just here, or if I'm passing to someone that's standing 5, 10, 15 meters over there, my back hand, the one at the bottom of the ball, is the one generating power. And if I'm passing to the other way, it switches up. So my left hand is at the back of the ball, my right hand is at the top of the ball. Same thing, fingers. Palms aren't squashed on, fingers, because that's where my strength is coming from. And just passing up to myself. 2 hands, and it's really simple. You just go 50 reps each side. You can do it 2 or 3 times a day. You can do it sitting on the couch. You can do it in your backyard if you want to do it, if you want to walk around while you're doing it, if you want to just sit on the couch while you're watching something on TV or talking to your mum or whatever. You're just sitting on the couch, just getting those revolutions, getting those fingers, your fingers and your wrists in that motion of the turn, because that's what's going to generate that power in the pass. A little bit more strength or a bigger hand, you can just do single hand pass and catch. Single hand pass, you don't have to catch with one hand. Single hand pass up, catch. Same thing, you go 50 each side. You're not going to overdo your reps on this or anything like that, so you could do it as many times as you want, but you just go 50 each side. You could do 2 or 3 sets, and it's the same. It's only going to take you 5-10 minutes to do. You can walk around, same thing. You can sit on the ground if you want to. You don't have to be outdoors. You can be inside, you can be in the house. Just don't throw it too far into the roof. But it's just that, getting that rotation of your wrists and of your fingers. As you can see, I don't need the top hand to get that rotation. The top hand is just the guide. So it's just going straight up and down, wrists and fingers. And you notice that my fingers point to where it goes. So my fingers are pointing up. If my fingers start pointing kind of sideways, the ball's going to move all over the place. Same as when you pass. If you're passing from here and my fingers start pointing over there, you'll find the ball will travel backwards and not where you want it to go. Or start pointing to the sky, the ball's going to travel up rather than where you want it to go. So always point, and it's good practice to just, when you're doing these ones, point your fingers up to where you want the ball to go. So you want the ball to go up here, point it straight up. And then the next thing you can move on to, you can do all of these at the same time. You can do all these in your afternoon. So after you've done your sets of going just to your head height, then you can start putting 2 hands on the ball and just going a little bit higher. You don't have to try and, get up to the sky, but you just, from your hip and just straight up, and then you catch. from the hip, straight up. Each side, same thing, 50 each side. You shouldn't, ideally, have to move out of your spot. You shouldn't have to be running around everywhere because you're not trying to absolutely send it up to the sky. It's just getting that rotation, getting that wrist power and practicing that pass. It's just that short little 5 meter pass, but instead of going crossways, you're going straight up. Straight up, that was not a good one. But you're pointing, the same thing, you're pointing and all your power is coming from, if I'm on my right hand side, coming from my right hand. All my power is going straight up. Hands up to the sky and you catch. Up to the sky and I'm catching. Same thing, can be running through a couple sets, 2 or 3 sets of 50 on each side. You can alternate as you go, or you can just go 50 straight on my left, 50 straight on my right. Space.
I've got a really interesting one for that. As if the fingers are very specific and your wrists are very specific to how they are trained. Okay, so I love that. That's a really good drill to do that. Well, I don't have the speed yet. You have that at all.
It's just a little.
I definitely haven't practiced this. Oh, okay. See, I definitely haven't practiced this. But if you really want to get fingers strong, so you do that, and then you can do this where you try and pull the ball apart. So having that finger strength is going to help with all your passes, but try and pull the ball apart like this.
I have it over.
Hey? Oh, here we go.
So there's the other one. If you have a training partner, and it's the same thing, working those finger strength, getting those forearms, those fingers going. And what I'm trying to do, the ball stays upright, so we're not trying to twist and turn away from the partner.
That'll train your wrist as well.
Away from your partner, but you just grip the ball and then you're trying to pull it out of their hand. I don't think so. See? And then you can swap sides. Use your left hand. So you swap sides and then you're just trying to pull it out of your
hands at him.
out of your partner's hands. And that's another one, a little bit of competitiveness between you.
What about if you're trying to go to the sides like that?
If you want to try and go to the sides.
Yeah, try and go to the sides. That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. Try to go to the sides because that will actually strengthen up the smaller fingers to the side as well. Interesting one.